Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Iftikhar, Product Manager from Pharma Technologies. Today, we are going to present Sage X3 ERP solution, and we will focus especially on purchasing and sales cycle. We will cover all complete procure to pay and order to cash cycle from Sage X3, and we will see how the procurement, the purchasing cycle will support our operations of trading and supply chain activities. So just a minute. This is our today's agenda. We will talk about our company, Pharma Technology portfolio. I'll take 10 minutes only from this agenda. After that, we will start our core agenda of our today's session, which is Sage X3 ERP. We will have an overview of Sage X3 ERP. What are the major modules, features, and how flexible Sage X3 ERP for your organization. Then we will demonstrate you how the navigation of Sage, the module coverage, all the modules which we have in Sage X3. Then we will have a live product demo also, and then I'll show you the process of our core agenda of today's session, which is procure to pay and order to cash cycle. And then we will have a question answer after this session. So you can unmute yourself and we can have a question answers. So let's talk about Pharma Technologies. We are the technology company, and we are expert in IT solution provider in all the verticals of hospitality, retails, enabled technologies, ICT infrastructure, and we are the group of company. We have a dates company, resorts, and trading companies, agriculture. So we are the one of the group, one of the company of our group, which is Pharma Holding Group, based in South. Our company is based in Saudi. We have an international presence also in different markets, Asia Pacific and Middle East. We are in Saudi, UAE, Pakistan, Egypt, Kuwait, and India. And also we have a satellite offices also in Mauritius, Colombo, Abril, and Casablanca. And these are our solutions which we are pioneer in the market. We have a retail management solution. We have a restaurant management solution, drive-through, and car hub solution. We have footfall intelligence also. We have self-ordering kiosk, digital signage, social media Wi-Fi, ERP solutions, paging system, and many solutions. All the technologies we are there. Why the customers like pharma? Why? There is a reason behind this. We have done 20 plus successful implementations of ERP. Our projects are 100% success in all the projects are executed, and we have a certified consultant. We have a pool of experience resource. We have a local and global presence also, not only in Saudi. We have also commitment with our customer to deliver on time and on budget. And we have skilled Arabic consultant also. And also we have a high retention with the customer after sales. Our all customers are on our service level agreement. This is the proven concept of what we are delivering to our customer. This is how we are retaining our customers. So let's talk about the Sage ERP. What is Sage? Sage is a business application which is purely developed which is purely covered all the entire business. And Sage X3 is application, web-based application which is built in HTML5. This HTML5 is the latest technology, the fastest technology of web applications. So this Sage X3 is developed in HTML. So this is the first ERP which is developed in this technology. Now other companies are working on it, which is Sage is already launched this technology. And this is the reason why Sage is the fastest, flexible, and simpler. So apart from the personalization, customization, flexibility, user friendly, Sage is an excellent product. You will have all the information within the system like gadgets, dashboards, visual processes, workflows, all are in one solution, and it's a platform independent. You can host it on cloud and on premises. These are the end-to-end management solutions which Sage is offering you. Like we have a complete accounting and financial management, purchasing, inventory, manufacturing, sales management, customer relationship, CRM, and all other verticals also we have. Sage is also offering you the single company and multi-site management. Also, you can manage your multiple sites, multiple companies, multiple group of companies, multiple entities. You can link with your one within a one system. If you have a branch or store or company or entity or warehouse in different company, you can apply the legislations rules. You can apply the localization. You can apply the local trend of the market within the system and outside the system. It's a multi-company, it's a multi-language, multi-currency, and multi-legislation supported also. So you can have an n number of companies around the globe. This is the visual process of Sage X3. Your like your all the your job description or your daily activities you can design, you can visualize your all the activities within the system. Sage is not like a traditional ERP system, like you have to go to the menu and then sub menu to in order to perform any activity. You can visualize your all day-to-day activity within a page, within a one window, and you can perform activities accordingly. Okay, so Sage is offering you the visual processes. You can design your daily activities. You can call all the reporting structure. You can call all the activities. You can call all the processes, activities, and periodic maintenance in the system. You can define within the page. So Sage is also offering you the personalized dashboard. You can design your own personal dashboard. It's not required any additional cost. It's all in one system. It's available with the Sage X3. So you can design your dashboards. You can design your gadgets. You can keep your all key information. And this is your landing page. So you can have the all key information what you have to do every day, every week or every month, to whom you should follow up, to whom you should give the privilege also. So Sage is also have this the workflow built-in engine. So you can design your own activities, you can design your own notifications, and you can define any rules, any activity, any events. It's a drag and drop features are there. It's easy to configure. So like a workflow, it's a definition like you want to have a approval hierarchy of purchase order. If it is more than 50,000, GM general manager has to approve. If it is 100,000, CEO has to approve. So this is we can control with the workflow. We can design the workflow alerts, workflow rules, approvals, and number of approvals. We can define the notification management also. If someone create the credit note against ABC customer, so you want to have a notification by email, so you can do that. So these all activities you can do it with the workflow engine, workflow notification management. So it's easy to configure. Sage has also MS Office integration, which is built in with Sage X3. So it can be integrated with the Excel, Word, PowerPoint. If you have a meeting with your board of directors and you don't want to open the system, so you need to export the dashboard or the graph from the Sage landing page, and you can import into your PowerPoint. So you don't need to open the system while you're presenting to your management. So you need to refresh, uh, ref click on the refresh all button. So all the data will be fetched from the system. So you don't need to open the system. The system will create the link between the MS Office and Sage X3. So you can connect, you can refresh the data, and it will be there in your Excel, in your PowerPoint. So this is also a very good feature of Sage X3. So let's talk about our core agenda of our today's session, which is procure to pay. So the procurement cycle will start from the quotation. We have a quotation, then we can record the responses also from the supplier, and then we can have quotation approvals. Then we can generate the purchase requisition. Then we can have a purchase orders. After purchase order, we have a good receipt note. After good receipt note, we have a quality control also, and we have feature called purchase return. In case of any rejection from the quality, we can return to the supplier. And if it is a part of, if the quality control passed at shipment the goods, it will be the part of your stock, and accounting will be generated against the supplier liability. Then we can generate the supplier invoice and payment proposal, bank statement, all this cycle covered in procure to pay. So the cycle starts from the quotation, not from procure, quotation to pay. Like it will start from the quotation, then responses, then purchase request, purchase order, and all the activities we have approval hierarchy. We have electronic signature management. We can approve electronically, and we can define n number of approval in order to approve that document. Okay, so this is the visual process of one of the designation in the organization called buyer. So all the activities are there. So these are the steps which buyer or purchaser or purchase manager can follow, and they can do all the activities with this visual process. And this is the example of one of the transaction form in Sage X3. And this is the example of purchase order. On the left side, we have an already saved record. In the middle, we have a purchase order header. We can place the order in the multiple company, multi-currency. We can define the bill to, ship to, pay to location. Like this is purchase order we are going to place in the head office, and the billing will be performed by ABC company, and the delivery will be on XYZ warehouse. So we can schedule our all shipment. We can convey our shipment delivery information to our supplier, so they can deliver on the required destination. So we have on the right side, we have a signature management. We see the signature circuits. So this document can be signed electronically. So we have, as I said, we have a workflow, built-in workflow engine. We can define n number of approvals, and whoever is authorized to approve this supplier this document with this amount, so he will be able to approve, or she will be able to approve the document, whatever the document, which is purchase order, quotation, purchase request. Okay, all features. On the right side also, we have attachment feature also. You can attach custom supplier invoices. You can attach the supplier document. Your accountants or your management can view also. And we have a comments also on the right side. This is the comments box. If we have any special comments on any specific document like a purchase order, we can have comments also on this specific order. And then we have a text feature also. If you want to convey your custom message to your supplier, like on the header level, you want to convey to your supplier like, attention Mr. XYZ, and we have this order is top urgent. So this kind of custom message we can display on the printout of the purchase order without doing any customization. So you don't need to call your IT, you don't need to call any consultant to customize this report. So this feature is already there. Not only the header, also you can attach, you can display the footer also. And also, not only the footer, we have a line text also. If you are going to place an order of a laptop and you don't want to mention the complete description of that laptop or server in the item master, so this is one time item you don't want to maintain in your master setup, so you can convey this message, this text message to the supplier. You can define the line level text also. Okay, so this kind of flexibility we have in all the transactions, like attachment, comments, line text, header text, and all those things. So we have an inquiry also on the right side. So I'll cover this part in the live product demo. So let's talk about the order to cash cycle. Order is start from the sale order. It's not basically sales order start. It will start from the quotation. And also before the quotation, we have a lead generation process also. Wherever you have an opportunity, your sales team, they have opportunity, they can record as a lead in the system. This lead, you can mention the amount, you can have this the contact details, the minor details of your prospect. Once it is become a matured, this the lead, it will become a prospect. So after the lead, we have a process called prospect. This prospect, you can place the, you will be able to generate the quotations from your system. So you can generate this quotation from the system after the prospect. Then after the prospect, once the order is confirmed, the quotation is approved by the customer. So you can convert this prospect to your customer. Then you will be able to generate the sales order, sales invoice. In case of rejection, you can maintain the, you can generate the customer sales return document from the system. And then we have a sales invoice from the finance side. So this is complete order to cash, not only order to, lead to cash cycle is covered in Sage X3. So this is again the example of sales order. What we have on the left side in the header of sales order, on the right side the feature, what we have, what we discussed in purchase order, the same feature we have in all the screens. So this is the visual process of Sage X3. We have quotation to order, quotation to deliver, all the processes we have here. So I will cover this visual process in the live product demo. So this is our integration mechanism, how our system, how the Sage is can be integrated with any third-party systems. It can be point of sale, it can be other ERP systems, it can be finance, or it can be any HR system. So we have done the integration with the Sage X3 with the other HRMS system, which is Minatak and Company also, and we have done uh, the finance Sage X3 finance integration with the supply chain, which is uh, I forget this name. One of our customers, they are using. Uh, so Karam Barut is our customer. We have done the integration with them. So Squirrel, yes, Squirrel. We have done the integration with the Squirrel supply chain with Sage X3. So we have a development team. We have expertise to do the integration, whatever the technology is there. So two-way bidirectional integration, web services APIs. So we have done this kind of integration also with the point of sale, with the retail solution, and also for the third-party ERP solution with Sage X3 Finance or Supply Chain. Okay, so these are our customers. We have more customers, so I just have a few logos here. So this is our customers for ERP, and let's have a live product demo. So we'll have a question answer session also after that. So let me share my screen, just a minute. So this is the application which is required to run, which is required the Internet Explorer, the browser, any browser. It's a platform independent. We don't need to have Windows or Linux or any environment. It can be run on any browser. And login ID details. So this is the traditional style of ERP systems, like sales. Within the sales, we have a quotation, then order, stock, we have other manufacturing, finance, fixed asset. These are the key modules of Sage X3 purchasing, and these are the setup. So we have another trend in Sage X3, which is the landing page, the visual process, which we can design, which we can define according to the job description, according to the need of the user and user. So these are the job descriptions. Example like warehouse manager, what they have to do. These are the key information, what they have to do. Order to ship, they have to ship the consignment, they have to receive the order from the buyer, from the vendor, from the customer. So these are the business processes which we can define, which we can design according to the organization need. Incoming in stock, what they have to do, they have to make the GRN, what steps they have to follow in order to receive the good from the supplier. These are the inquiries. Inquiries screens are there. You can do the inquiry. You can track your shipment. These are the reports are attached. Whatever they want, they can have all the information within the one system rather than going to the traditional style of ERP. They can do whatever they want from the one window. Then what they have to do with the stock adjustment, this is the visual process. These are the steps, these are the inquiries, and reports are attached with the one window. So according to the job description of each and every individual, you can define, you can design the job, you can define the day-to-day activity, you can visualize the daily routine task within the system, within a window. Okay. So let's talk about the purchasing cycle, which is our agenda of today. Purchase flow, you can track your all the key information, like what you have to do. You have to sign the purchase order, which is electronic purchase order. You have all the documents listed. These are the pending purchase request which you have to sign. So you can click on the action button and you can perform the acceptance also. We have a mobile view also, and let me show you the mobile view also, how you can do the purchasing with you from your mobile. This is the mobile application, like you can run on your mobile. So if you have any purchase order which is required your signature, which is required your attention to sign this or reject, so you can go to the purchase, my purchase action. Here you have a purchase request to sign, and these are the purchase requests which you can click and you can accept this. You on the below you have accept, you have reject, and you can list also. Okay. So this activity you can do it from your mobile also. So this is the mobile app. This is called responsive application. This is called the responsive application, which we have also in Sage X3. This is responsive application. You can design, you can modify also this page. You don't need to have all others. Only purchasing is your area. So you can define. You can see the 360-degree of your customer from your mobile. So you can view, you can search, you can see the credit history of your any customer. These are the customers. Any customers you can click. You can see the outstanding balance, the past sales order, past invoices, and all this stuff you can view also. Okay, the same way with the purchasing also. uh, with the sales action also, you can sign the sales order, you can sign the quotation digitally signed. You can view also signed quotations and signed purchase orders. Okay, so let's get back to the landing page. So this is another way of doing these activities which you are doing here in the purchase in the landing page, which is you have with the visual process. So these are the key information actions which required your intervention. So signed purchase request. This is the history which you have signed. Also, we can add more gadgets also from here. We can add the gadgets. We can create our own landing page, and we can add the more gadgets from here, like. And user can do this also. It's not required any programming skills, it's not required any technical skills. So you can add your own, you can add by yourself all the gadgets whatever you want. Okay. So let's check the purchaser key information also, what we have. The buyer key information. the business processes, what they have to do in order to maintain the product, and what they have to do in order to request for the quotation. So they should, the buyer should analyze the pricing. They should create the RFQ, request for quotations. They can print the quotations from here. They can do the inquiry also. What are the pending purchase requests? And then they can manage the supplier pricing also. They can manage the supplier contract pricing also. Then these are the process again with the they can track the late orders also. These all key information, the business processes, they can define by themselves. Okay, the same way we have in sales also. As a sales administrator, the key information also, you can have multiple gadgets, you can have a multiple information. You want to see the late orders, you want to see the late shipments from the customer, so you can add those gadgets also in your landing page. So the business process also, we can define all the processes, how to manage the leads. These are the steps, how to process the order. These are the process, these are the steps in order to manage the sales orders. You can search the pricing, creating order, modifying, printing. In between modifying and creating also, we have approval hierarchy also. And you can allocate the stock also. This is very good feature. You can allocate your stock customer wise. If you have a stock, you want to allocate for ABC customer, so XYZ customer will not be able to, the person will not be able to deliver to XYZ customer that stock. So allocation is very key feature of Sage X3. You can allocate, you can deallocate anytime, you can reserve the stock, and you can maintain the customer stock also. You can maintain the customer location also within the warehouse. So it's a very flexible structure is there for the warehousing. So you can manage supplier wise stock, you can manage customer wise stock also. Okay, so the key information for the apart from the sales cycle, we have a shipment invoice cycle also, and we have periodic processing also, and we can manage the customer contract also for after sales. Like a service level agreement, we can maintain the customer contract. We can perform any specific task also, like uh, we can track the service request also, we can manage their customer request also, and we can invoice accordingly. So each and every task and contract have an invoice. Each and every activity has a financial impact, and each and every account is linked with the finance. So you don't need to worry about the customer statements and supplier statements in order to maintain all complete figure to pay and order to cash cycle in the system. So each and every SKUs, your products is linked with your chart of account, suppliers, their liability account, their revenue account. If you are doing any activity which is you are going to return to the customer, return to supplier, so each and every activity is mapped, it's integrated with finance. So automatically journals, the JV will be created in the system. So the customer statements, the supplier statements will update automatically. Okay, so these are the complete cycles of procure to pay. Let's go back to the traditional trend of ERP, and I want to show you two more transactions, which is purchase orders and sales order. So we will see how the system is flexible. And this is a purchase module. We can maintain the purchasing pricing, suppliers planning also. It has a material resource planning. We can maintain, because system will suggest you what to buy when. So we can run the MRP, material resource planning, in order to generate the requirements from the system based on the forecasting, based on the in transit order, based on the stock, based on the demand. The system will suggest you what to buy when. Then we have a purchase request, which we covered in our presentation. You can record the request for quotations responses. You can send them the reminders. Then we have a subcontracting also. Then let's go to the order, purchase order. I want to show you the purchase order transaction, how it's look like. So we have a security module also inside the system. We can have a field level security. We can restrict the user to perform the specific activity. So we can restrict the users also. So this is a purchase order form. On the left side, these all are the list which is already saved the record. On the middle, we have a purchase order header. We can generate the purchase order in the multiple currency. We have a different sites also, bill to, pay to, and delivery location, payment terms. We can maintain multiple financial and analytics also. Signature management status is there also, and document status is there also. If it is closed, received, or invoiced or not, yes or no. Then we have a line details also. This much of details we have. We can personalize any field, any information according to the user need, user demand. Okay. So this all, each and every line we can define this item will go to warehouse A, B, C, and second line will go to XYZ warehouse. So we can schedule our shipments. We can convey this message to our supplier. Okay, and then we have a total amounts, totals also. If we have any element like freight charges, custom clearance, or any additional charges, the system will evaluate the cost of the goods according to the additional cost which is going to occur with which is going to impact your inventory valuation. So this is called a complementary invoice. So it will evaluate the cost of the goods. If the item you are going to place to China, which is like $100 is the cost, so you are going to pay to your freight forward company $25, $5 to the transportation company. So the cost of this item will be 125. Normally, most of the systems are not capturing this information, but Sage is evaluating your inventory valuation, and based on your additional charges, the system will automatically revise the cost of your placed order, which should be $125 rather than $100 based on the additional charges also. Okay. So the cost column also will segregate the total cost of the item. How much is the landing charges, freight forwarder, any additional cost, you can have a look on this line. On the right side, we have a document status like new, delete, close order. We can print also, we can attach the document also. As I said, we can attach the supplier customer invoices also here. We can add the text, we can add the image, and any format of file we can attach. And we can have a comments also on any transaction. Not only, I'm not talking about purchase order, in all the transaction the screen of Sage X3, we can have these features, and we can define, we have this toolbox also, and we can design this the text also, and according to whatever you are doing here, the activity, and you will have the same information in the purchase order printout. So signature management is there. We have a different approvals. We can define the signatures. I can show you this. There are two levels of security, two levels of approvals are there. So one is a USR1, another one is the admin. So what action is required? So this complete information is there in the signature management. This purchase order is not yet signed. You can see on the management tab, it's not yet signed. Okay. So you can do the whoever is authorized to approve this transaction, who will be able to sign this document. Okay. So you can see the purchase history, what action is required. So USR01, user 1 is required to read the purchase order and then sign. So these are the signature management, which is very good feature of Sage X3. Apart from this text, as I said, this we can have a header text also, the same way of MS Word. We can format our message, and it will be printed on the header of the purchase order. We have a footer text also. Not only header and footer, we have a line text also. If you want to convey any additional text other than raw material one, or any let me show you another item. Yeah, like if it is iPad Retina Black. So if you want to have more details about this iPad 5, so you can go to the text item and you can define all the specification here. So this information will be printed with the purchase order. So you don't need to maintain this additional information with the master setup of item master. It's a one-time information which you want to convey to your supplier. So again, this feature, these all text header, text footer, and line text feature is not only for the purchase order, also for the sales order, sales invoice, and all the transaction form of Sage X3. Okay. So these are the inquiries and available here in this form. Let's go back to the sales module, which is also second topic of our today's agenda. In the sales order also we have a pricing structure, we have a quotation, sales order, shipments also, deliveries also we have, and we can do the multiple locations delivery also, and we have let me show you the delivery options also here. Against the sale order you can do the multiple delivery. Before the after the sales order you can do the packing list also. You, if you have a warehouse and you want to maintain the pallets, you can do that also. You can have a bill of lading information, you can have all the logistic information within the system. And I just want to show you the, see, the bill of lading is there in the delivery note. And we have very good feature here. So system will suggest you how you can ship your deliveries from one location to another location, from supplier to from customer location, from warehouse to the customer location. So this system is also integrated with the Google Map. So you can see how your driver should travel and what should be the best route in order to deliver your shipments from your warehouse to your customer location. Okay. So this can be done also in Sage X3. You can track your shipments also, as well as you can define the best route also for your driver in order to do the shipment from your warehouse to the customer, or from your any location, any shipment location to your customer place. So this is the cycle of Sage X3 order to cash. And then we have invoicing, returns, and then inquiries. This is very good inquiries also. We can do the inquiry of sales quotation, we can do the inquiry of sales order, line wise also, order wise also. And the very good feature is here, so we can export the data in Excel also. This is very good feature. So we have on the right side inquiry, we can export in CSV format, we can export in Excel. So these all key information in order to do the uh, uh, inquiry, any statistics you want to have in Excel. So you can export very easily by clicking on export Excel button, or you can have in CSV format. CSV is also a type of Excel, but without formatting you can have it in the CSV format. Okay. So we are done with this with the procure to pay cycle and order to cash cycle, which was our core area of our today's session. Let's go back to our presentation again. So if you have any question answer, uh, yes, please feel free to ask, and you can unmute your mic also. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Iftihar, we are online.
Yes, yes. So any questions? So we are closing in 5 minutes. So I'll take more 2 minutes. We will wind up this session. So thank you very much, all of you. to join our today's session, and we will share the recorded webinar link with all of you. So thank you once again for your precious time for us. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Have a nice day.
Thank you.